Assalamu alaikum friends. Good morning. As I already informed you yesterday, today we are going to start a new chapter, right? And the chapter name is the system of particles and the rotational motion. System of particles and rotational motion. So in this, we are going to study about the circular motion and the rotational motion. What is this rotational motion? That is one part, complete one part. And you can see the chapter name itself, we are having two parts, system of particles and rotational motion. So this system of particles, we have to go for the center of mass, the concept of center of mass. After that we go for rotational motion. तो बेटा सबसे पहला टॉपिक आपको इस चैप्टर में मिलेगा सेंटर ऑफ मास इटसेल्फ. What is this center of mass? Center of mass. Try to give stress on my wording. Center of mass. What is this center of mass? Center of mass is nothing but it is a point. It is a point where the entire mass of the body is concentrated. Entire mass of the body is concentrated. For example, if I take one book, or one circular plate, and if I find that where is the center of that book, or where is the center of that circular plate, you can find easily center. If I place the finger on it and just I can balance it in air like this, the plate will be like this, circular plate or the book or the rectangular plate, whatever it is, provided this support must be at the point, that point what you call it as the center of mass. If suppose you are moving the finger here and there, that is away from the center of mass, the circular plate or the book will not get balanced. You might have seen a person who takes the book or the circular plate on a single finger, and it will be circulated by giving by giving just a torque to that circular plate. It rotates. But how he is balancing that? He is balancing the circular plate just by keeping the finger at the center of mass. Just by keeping the finger at the center of mass. Just by keeping the finger at the center of mass. So beta यहाँ पर what is the center of mass? Suppose if I take this book, देखिए अच्छे से. If I take this one book and if I take the center of this, इसका center निकालूंगा मैं, wherever the center, it takes some time, but अगर हम इसको देखेंगे तो 100% it will get balance. इस तरह से ये balance हो गया, देखिए, it is balanced. So where I have put my finger at a point where complete mass of this book is lying, 100%, the mass, the quantity of matter is uniformly distributed, all over the book. But one point you find where is the balancing point, I can say, where you can balance the book. That means that point itself is the center of mass. And different objects, अगर आप देखते हैं different objects के लिए, the center of mass will be at the different point. For example, if I take a square, अगर मैं square लेता हूं बेटा, center of mass कहां पे होगा? 100% at the center of this square. But how to name the center of this square? Center of this square को हम कैसा नेमिंग करेंगे? चलिए देखेंगे हम. Pay attention. System of particles and rotational motion is the chapter name. Under that, what we are studying is the first concept, center of mass. I just said you what is the center of mass, right? It is the point where the complete mass of the object is concentrated. जहां पर complete mass होगा, that is the center of mass. So कहां पे, where I stopped with how to locate the center of mass of a square. So center of mass of a square is at the center. I agree. Where is the center of mass of a rectangle? At the center. Where is the center of mass of your what you call the circular plate? It is at the center. Disk, it is at the center. Triangle, if you are taking triangle, try to have the wording on this triangle. Triangle, center of mass will be at the center of the triangle. Like in every time we cannot go with this, right? At the center, at the center, at the center. देखिए बेटा, different objects के लिए हम different types of naming करेंगे. Where is the center of mass lying? For example, if I take a square, if I ask you where is the center of mass, so you will say that the center of mass will be lying at the center of this square. I agree, I accept. But how to define the center of mass? उस point को हम कैसा define करेंगे? उस point को हम कैसा locate करेंगे? Let us see. Suppose I take a square, beta. Square. The first one I am taking. This is a square. You know what is the difference between a square and a rectangle? In a square, all the sides are equal. And if I take a rectangle, second part, in rectangle, opposite sides are equal. So where is the center of mass? This is square. So what you have to do is at the center, but how to locate that center, that I am showing you. What you do, beta, just एक diagonal लीजिए. You know what is a diagonal? Diagonal बनाइए यहाँ पे. This is one diagonal. This is another diagonal. So these two diagonals where they are intersecting, no, this is the center of mass. I'm denoting in short form COM. COM means it is understood center of mass. Okay. So how we are getting the center of mass? This center of mass we are getting at point of intersection of diagonals. I hope it is clear. Point of intersection of the diagonals. ठीक है बेटा. Next. अब चलिए यहाँ पे आइए rectangle पर. So how to get the center of mass? Here also you have to take the diagonal. यहाँ पर भी आप diagonal बनाएंगे. Where these diagonals intersect, that is the center of mass. So this is the center of mass. So how to go for this? Point of intersection of diagonals. Point of intersection of the diagonals. Next, third we take. We have to go for the regular objects first. देखिए, now I am taking a ring या disk. Disk पे हम पहले हम disk पे जाते हैं बेटा. चलिए आइए. This is a disk. So disk means, you know, it is something like your circular plate only. Circular plate को हम disk बता सकते हैं बेटा. Circular plate. Disk बोलिए या circular plate बोलिए. There is a difference between a ring and a disk. This I have drawn a disk. Next we go for ring also, but there is a huge difference between a disk and a ring. Circular plate and ring. What you have understood between these two words, just I would like to know. बेटा थोड़ा सा बताइए क्या difference आप समझ रहे हैं between the circular plate and circular ring? The difference, what the idea you are getting, let me know. I changed the setting beta. You people have sent the message, no? I change it. Now you can send. Yes. देखिए बेटा, pay attention. Yes, you people are correct. Disc or the circular plate means here it is a circular form, that is a circular object only, but inside that, that is completely uniformly distributed with mass. Mass is uniformly distributed all over this circular section. But if you go for ring, I'm going for ring also. Pay attention. This is a ring. Ring means just we are having the circular frame. Circular frame will be there, but inside it is empty. We don't have any mass. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पे बेटा ring के लिए या disc के लिए how to locate the position of the center of mass? So both are at the center only. यहाँ पर ये है इसका center है बेटा. So this is at the, this is COM, and this COM will be center of mass, will be at the center of disc. Next, this is again here the center of mass. This is at the center of ring. Center of the ring. Very, very important point what I am discussing now. Come to a very, very, very important point. Very, very important point बोल रहा हूं बेटे. देखिए यहाँ पे center of mass for the disc. Disc is completely filled up material. Center of mass is at the center. Ring is, जब हम ring की बात करेंगे, the center of mass will be at the center only. But for the disc, where the center of mass is there, जहां पे center of mass है ना बेटा, वहां पे mass है. Mass है. You can see the mass is there because it is filled up, completely filled up. But for the ring, if you are considering, अगर आप ring के लिए consider करते हैं, center of mass, where is the center of mass? At the center of the ring. But do we have mass over there? Do we have mass there? No, we don't have the mass there. But still we are calling that as the center of mass. So what the conclusion we are getting from this? The conclusion here is matter may or may not exist at the center of mass. I repeat once again, matter may or may not exist at the center of mass. जरूरी नहीं है बेटा हर वक्त वहां पे center of mass पर matter होना. I repeat once again, it's not necessary that we should have always mass at the position of the center of mass. Mass, that is matter, may or may not exist at the center of mass. The example I have given you. Where is the center of mass for the disc? At the center. Mass is there? Yes, mass is there. But where is the center of mass of the ring? At the center. Do we have mass there? We don't have mass there. तो ये जरूरी नहीं है कि भाई at the center of mass you should have the mass. We should have some material, not mass. At the center of mass you may or you may not have the matter over there. Another example we can take. You take a football beta. You just take a football. Football लीजिए. It is like spherical in shape. Football is spherical in shape. Hollow it is empty. Hollow it is empty, right? So where is the center of mass of that sphere? Sphere only, no? That is a sphere. Hollow sphere, I can say. We have two types of sphere, solid sphere and the hollow sphere. Solid means inside it is completely filled up. But hollow means it is what? Inside it is hollow, that we don't have anything. It is empty inside. So therefore, what we have come to a conclusion from this hollow sphere also. Hollow sphere means it is like a football you can take. We don't have any mass at the center, but at least we can say that where is the center of mass? तो आप बताएंगे center of the football. Center of the football. मैं immediately आपसे ये सवाल करूंगा. Immediately if I ask you the question that where is the center of mass, तो आप बता देंगे वहां पे, but do we have mass there? No mass. So very important point, matter may or may not exist at the center of mass. Mass होना वहां पे matter, center of mass पर matter होना, it's not necessary. I hope it is clear. Yes, so just I have given you 3-4 examples. Some more examples also we have to take, like we have to go for cylinder, we have to go for pyramid and everything. So पहले हम one by one we will go for. First, make the heading system of particles and rotational motion. After that बेटा side heading बनाइए center of mass. Just make the side heading center of mass. नो नो, आई एम गिविंग द डेफिनेशन बेटा. पहले आप हेडिंग बना लिए, अब लिखिए सेंटर ऑफ मास का डेफिनेशन लिखिए, देन वी कैन गो फॉर दिस. ठीक है, राइट डाउन. सेंटर ऑफ मास, center of mass of a body or a system, center of mass of a body or a system of a body or a system is a point where the is a point where the entire mass, where the entire mass of the body where the entire mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated, is supposed to be concentrated, is supposed to be concentrated. So this is the definition what I have given you. The entire mass, where the entire mass is concentrated, that is we are calling it as the center of mass. बेटा examples लिख लीजिए यहाँ पे, first, second, third, fourth, then we move go for more examples. First, copy this one. Next, let us go for other objects. This is the fifth one, students. That is the sphere. Fifth one I am considering is sphere. Sphere maybe we are having two types of spheres, hollow sphere as well as the solid sphere. तो दोनों के लिए लिखेंगे हम hollow और solid, दोनों के लिए same बेटा, hollow or the solid. So this is the sphere, this is the sphere. तो इसको हम to make a sphere we give like this. ये sphere है, this is the sphere. So where is the center of mass? This is the center of mass, COM. So how to locate this? We can say center of sphere. Center of sphere पे we are having center of mass. ठीक है. Next, sixth one, cylinder. Cylinder बेटा. अब ये cylinder, this cylinder is also of two types. Hollow, hollow भी हो सकता है cylinder और solid भी हो सकता है. Hollow cylinder or the solid cylinder. You know what is hollow and what is solid. Just now I have given you. Solid means completely filled up with the material. Hollow means only what I can say the frame will be there, inside it is empty. So whether it is hollow or this one, so what we can say, this is the geometrical axis for this. On this geometrical axis, this is the center, I can say center. So this is the center of mass. So how to name this? Center of geometric axis. Center of the geometric axis. ठीक है. Next, we go for triangle. Triangle beta. Where this is a triangle. This again, this is the triangle. So where is the center of mass of this triangle? Whether it is like what I can say, the frame is there, triangle frame or complete triangular plate also you can say. So ये बन गया मेरे लिए triangle. So where is the center of mass? The center of mass will be at a point. ये होगा center of mass बेटा, लेकिन वो point कौन सा है? This point कौन सा, ये वाला कौन सा है? So this point is nothing but centroid of triangle. What is this point? Centroid of the center ही है, but in mathematical language we call it as the centroid of the triangle. ठीक है, copy करिए. I have to give some more objects. नेक्स्ट बेटा, नेक्स्ट लिखिए साइड हेडिंग, कोन। Cone. This is the eighth one. This cone, first we are discussing two types of cones are there. Solid cone. Solid cone. This is not a triangle. You know what is a cone? Okay. So this is the cone. This is its axis. इसको axis बोलेंगे हम. And this is called, this point we call it as beta apex. APEX, apex. This point is called as apex. या vertex ही बोलते हैं. Generally we call it as apex for the cone. ठीक है. So where is the center of mass? The center of mass will be lying at this point. यहाँ पर रहेगा बेटा. ये हैगा center of mass. Center of mass. So how to locate this center of mass? The suppose the total height of this cone is h. What is the total height? Total height of the cone is h. Then the center of mass. देखिए center of mass where I have located. This is the apex and this is the center of mass. So the center of mass for this solid cone, it is only this much. यहाँ से लेके यहाँ. From here I am defining from the apex to this point. So this I have written here. So this is 3h by 4. कितने डिस्टेंस पे होगा बेटा सेंटर ऑफ मास? इट इज एट ए डिस्टेंस ऑफ 3h by 4 फ्रॉम द एपेक्स. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट यू कॉल द सॉलिड कोन. अब नेक्स्ट गो फॉर हॉलो. हॉलो कोन के लिए देखेंगे. Why I am writing separately? Because we have done solid sphere, hollow sphere together, because the center of mass for the solid sphere is at the center, for hollow sphere is also at the center. The second part, what we have seen, the cylinder. Cylinder may be hollow cylinder or a solid cylinder. The center of mass will be at the center of the geometrical axis. लेकिन बेटा अगर आप जब कोन की बात करते हैं, when you speak about the cone, then what we say is the center of mass for the solid cone and the center of mass for the hollow cone will not be lying at the same point. There is a difference. What is that difference? That I am going to show. ठीक है, यहां तक तो कॉपी कर लीजिए बेटा आप. First, I hope it is clear, right? तो ये बन गया बेटा मेरे लिए what you call solid cone. अब hollow cone के लिए, अच्छा we have to make the difference. नहीं तो आप क्या करिए, इसको थोड़ा सा लाइनिंग बना लीजिए इस तरह से. You make some linings for this because it is a solid one. Next, hollow. This is again apex. So this is the center of mass, but how to go with this? This will be 2h by 3. That is from the apex, it is 2h by 3. The total height of this cone is h. चलिए कॉपी कर लीजिए फास्ट. Okay, now give the heading side heading better. Just I want the reply from everyone that what is center of mass. center of mass क्या है बेटा, and how to locate the center of mass for different objects. Have you got this point completely or not? इसके बाद I'm going to have to how to find the position of the center of mass for the particles. ठीक है, do it fast. Is it okay? Shall I move? Okay. Now give the side heading, position of the center of mass. Position of the center of mass. Position of center of mass. Now pay attention. Suppose students, I take, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Pay attention beta, very important point. If you understand this first concept, no, all rest of the concepts will be easy for you inshallah. Try to understand this. This is very important. अगर आप ये समझ में आया, next पूरे topics आपको without remembering the formula you can just say what is what and what is what. ठीक है, तो देखिए यहाँ पे this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. This what is this coordinate system we have discussed already in the foundation classes, right? So this is what the origin. This is the origin. Pay attention. Now students, suppose one particle is there. यहाँ पर एक particle है बेटा of mass m1. Here is the particle of mass m1 and here is the particle of mass m2. Are you getting my point? One particle is there because system of particles we are going for, right? System of particles के लिए हम देख रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पे दो particles की बात कर रहा हूँ. I am speaking only about the two particles. It may be 3, it may be 4, it may be 5, it may be 6, it may be 2, n number of particles that we are going to see afterwards. But to start with, I am taking an example of the particles. Two particles I am taking. Okay. So this is m1 and this is m2. This is m1 and this is what? m2. Suppose this m1 is located at a distance x1 from the origin, x1 from origin, and m2 is located at a distance of x2 from the origin. I hope it is clear. m1 कहाँ पे है बेटा, कितनी दूरी पे है, x1 की दूरी पे है. m2 कहाँ पे है, x2 की दूरी पे है. Thus we are considering from our side. Now my question is, where will be the center of mass of these two particles? ये दो particles का center of mass कहाँ पे होगा? मैं simple से आपको मैं you cannot locate it, तो आप ये देखिए, this is the left side, this is the middle side, and this is the right side. So where will be the center of mass of these two particles? I would like to know from your side. If you have understood the center of mass, then 100% you will reply for this. Yes, it is correct. Good. It will be at the middle. यहाँ पे somewhere here. The center of mass will be lying here. That is in between the two masses along the line joining. यहाँ पे होगा. तो ये हो गया बेटा मेरे लिए बेटा ये हो गया है center of mass. So I am denoting the center of mass by cross because the two particles I have taken. So this is my center of mass. This is our center of mass. So where, how much is the distance from the from this origin? कितनी दूरी पे है बेटा ये center of mass? Suppose it is at a distance of xcm. What is this xcm? Xcm is the position of the center of mass on the x-axis. Pay attention. xcm is the position of the center of mass on the x-axis. So n x-axis पे देख रहे हैं, this is x, x-axis पे we are looking this, so center of mass will be here and it's xcm, we are denoting by xcm. So how to find this xcm? Pay attention. xcm is equals to the formula what you have to need use m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2, ये हिसाब से आप जाएंगे बेटा. xcm is equals to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2. Now this x1 x2, what are these? This x1 and x2 are the positions of the particles. देखिए आप, x1 is the position for m1, x2 is the position for m2, or I can say they are the distances. Positions बोलिए या distances, they are the distances from the origin. m1 is at a distance of x1 from the origin, m2 is at a distance of how much? x2 from the origin. So therefore the center of mass can be calculated by m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2. सिंपल से याद रखना है आपको. अब देखिए बेटा, अगर मेरे पास 3 particles, suppose I am considering for 3 particles, for 4 particles, for 5 particles, कैसे आगे बढ़ेंगे हम? So how to do this? In general, I am writing in general. In general, the position of the center of mass is given as m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 plus so on. So on means कितने पार्टिकल्स है वहां तक जाना है. 4 है तो 4 तक जाइए, 5 है तो 5 तक जाइए. So divided by m1 plus m2 plus m3 and so on. I hope it is clear. So from this I am writing this formula. So this is the situation where we are calculating the center of mass. I repeat once again, this is the situation where we are calculating the center of mass. If it's suppose students, you know this formula, but I want to go for y-axis. Suppose the particles are located on the y-axis, they are not on the x-axis. Are you getting my point? The यही तो दो particles है ना बेटा, they are not located on the x-axis, they are located on the y-axis. How they are located? They are located on the y-axis. So how to go with this? तो आपको सिंपल सा मैं बता दिया, ये फॉर्मूला मेन हमारे लिए है, यही फॉर्मूला है मेन फॉर्मूला फॉर दिस. So from this, if I want to write the position of the center of mass on the y-axis is m1 y1 m2 y2 plus so on, जितने पार्टिकल से आप ले लीजिए यहाँ पे, डिवाइडेड बाई m1 plus m2. This is the y coordinate. Suppose students, to make the question tough, to make the question standard above average, they may not give for x-axis, they may not give for y-axis, they may give for z-axis also. Yes, it's possible because we are having the 3 axis, 3-dimensional objects we have studied already. तो हम यहाँ पे 3-dimensional, that is we introduce the z axis also. अगर मेरे को z axis के लिए लिखना है, this is what for बेटा, यहाँ पे आपकी understanding के लिए I'm writing, this is for x axis, and the formula what I have written here, this is for y axis. If suppose I want to go for the z axis, so m1 z1 m2 z2 and so on, divided by m1 plus m2 plus so on. Copy it. this is in general बोले तो बेटा what I have given, this is the m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2. No, this is for two particles. In general का मतलब क्या है, for any number of particles. अगर suppose तीन particles है बेटा, तो m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 तक रोक दीजिए आप. If suppose you are having four particles, then you have to go for m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 plus m4 x4 पर रोकना है आपको. अगर 5 particles है, तो accordingly you have to move for that many particles. That's why I have given you in general. If for every, like for 2 particles this is the formula, for 3 particles this is the formula, for 4 particles this is the formula. अगर 8 particles दिया हुआ है बेटा तो आपके लिए, so will you go for 8 particles, 9 particles? For every number of particles we cannot go, no. So that is why I have written this so on lines. ठीक है, 872. It's okay. हाँ बेटा, this is the z axis. The third one is the z axis. ठीक है. Now students, before going to the questions or the problems on center of mass, we would like to have some, like what I can say, the concept of mathematics. थोड़ा सा हम mathematical concept यहाँ पे introduce करेंगे बेटा, उसके बाद then we go for the problem solving part. See, we are having one concept called progression. Many of the students, they know what is progression. So we need not to go in depth for the progression. Just whatever the formula I'm giving, just try to understand and how to apply that and why to apply that I'm showing you. First we go with this, then we go for the concept. Now, suppose like if I get heading, you can give the heading as progression formula I'm giving. Okay. So if suppose I am getting 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10, इस तरह से कोई नंबरिंग आ गई बेटा मेरे को, बिकॉज वी आर एडिंग. नो, व्हाई वी आर गोइंग फॉर दिस? आप देखिए डिनोमिनेटर में आई हैव गिवन यू 1, सॉरी दैट इज m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4 plus m5. अगर 10 पार्टिकल्स है बेटा तो वी आर गोइंग टू गेट 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, इस तरह से 10 तक आएगा. So it takes some time to add all these numbers, no? And if suppose we do any mistake in this, the answer will be wrong. So this is what we are having, the sum of the natural numbers. You can see one logic I can say what we are getting sum of these natural numbers. यहाँ पे है ये natural numbers बोल सकते हैं. और natural numbers कहाँ तक है बेटा? 10 तक है. 10 तक है. ठीक है. तो आप मेरे को ऐड करके बोलिए, आप बताइए मेरे को what is the answer you are getting? Add this and tell me the answer. 55. Yes, 55 is the correct answer. चलिए अब आइए बेटा. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. चलिए अभी इसका आंसर बताइए. डोंट डू ऑन द कैलकुलेटर्स. कैलकुलेटर्स पे मत करिए. आई एम गिविंग ऑल दिस टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड, नथिंग एल्स. ठीक है बेटे. And those who have done the progression chapter, easily they can give the answer. $155 you are getting? No, I don't think 155 is the answer. चलिए आइए. Most of the students, they are giving the answer as 210. Let us see what the answer we are getting. Beta, suppose like you are having the question till here, till यहाँ तक ही है आपका question. First question, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus इस तरह से अगर आपको आ रहा है till 10, then if you use this formula, n into n plus 1 by 2, n into n plus 1 by 2, n is the last number starting from 1, n is the last number. What is n बेटा? यहाँ पे देखिए n क्या है, 10 है, लास्ट नंबर यहाँ तक होना है हमारे को. जस्ट आप क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे 10 into 10 plus 1 by 2, that n is nothing but the last number. और इस फॉर्मूले में अगर आप सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं then you are going to get the answer. 2 1 times 2 5 times, right? 5 into this is how much? 11. 5 into 11, that is 55 is the answer. Over. You need not to add all this, just you remember this formula, n into n plus 1 by 2. So that is the answer. Next we go for this. इसके लिए देखेंगे बेटे अब हम. We go for this. तो कैसा करेंगे? लास्ट नंबर देखिए, what is the last number? 20. ये n, this is over. ठीक है, I am starting with 1 1 plus 2 plus 3, इस तरह से 20 तक अगर ऐड करना है तो n will be over 20. Now just what you do, n into n plus 1 by 2. What is n बेटा? 20 है. This is 20 plus 1 by 2. N is 20. So 20 into 20 plus 1 by 2. So this gives us 2 into, this is 10, right? So this is 10 into this is 21. So answer is 210. The students who send the answer 210, that is very good, correct answer. So but here what my aim is to show you that don't go with adding of all the numbers. So here it's we are having the sum of the natural numbers, sum of the squares of the natural numbers. First, what is this sum of the squares of the natural numbers? Suppose you are having this like this, इस तरह से बेटा, इस तरह से है, इस तरह से, and I'm asking you to calculate up to 10. I am asking you to calculate up to 10. That is 1 square is how much? 1. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus this is what you call 16. This is 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100. इस तरह से आप ऐड करते जाइए. What is the answer I am asking you? So that they take some time. Not I am not saying that you cannot do. You can do it, but it takes some time. It is a time-consuming process. So time is a very important factor for our exam. So therefore, you should know what are the formulas to calculate some of the natural numbers, some of the squares of the natural numbers, and some of the cubes of the natural numbers. I hope you are getting what I am saying. ठीक है, तो अब आइए बेटा प्रोग्रेशन में हम फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला लिखते हैं. First one, sum of n natural numbers, n natural numbers, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on. कहां तक जाना है बेटा हमारे को? n तक. लास्ट नंबर इज n, so it is n into n plus 1 by 2. Second one, sum of squares of n natural numbers. Sum of the squares मतलब बेटा 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, so on till n square. So answer is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. This is the formula what you have to use. And the third one, sum of the cubes of n natural numbers. So it is what? 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube and so on till n cube. So for this it is n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Now question write down. Write down the question, students. Two bodies of masses. Question लिखिए बेटा. Two bodies of masses 1 kg and 2 kg. 1 kg and 2 kg are lying in XY plane. Are lying in XY plane at -1, 2 at -1, 2 and 2, 3 respectively. 2, 3 respectively. What are the coordinates of the center of mass? What are the coordinates? What are the coordinates of the center of mass? What are the coordinates of the center of mass? तो यहाँ पे देखिए बेटा, the particles are 1 kg and 2 kg, right? तो यहाँ पे लिखेंगे हम first, pay attention. M1, first mass is 1 kg. Second mass is 2 kg. Are you getting? First mass is 1 kg. The second mass is 2 kg. Now, what are these? These are the points. So therefore, this first point I'm naming it as x1 and this is y1. Already I showed you beta in foundation classes. First will be the x coordinate, second will be the y coordinate. ठीक है, so ये क्या हो रहा है देखिए, x1 y1 and this will be what second point in a beta, so I am considering x2 y2. I hope it is clear. This is x1 y1 and that is x2 y2. So let us write here, x1 is how much, -1, y1 is 2, x2 is 2, y2 is 3. This we have to write. Okay, only for this problem. Directly you can also do because we need to save the time. Just for understanding purpose I am doing. So this is what this is x1 y1 beta, x1 y1 I have written. Then x2 y2, that is x2 is 2, y2 is 3. So I want to know the point where the center of mass lies. So first we calculate xcm, that is x coordinate of the center of mass. So x coordinate of the center of mass is m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2. Similarly, we can go for the y coordinate of the center of mass. Here we cannot calculate the z coordinate because only x comma y is there. So that's why we are calculating x coordinate as well as the y coordinate. So this is what m1 y1 plus m2 y2 by m1 plus m2, m1 x1 plus m2 x2 by m1 plus m2. So let us calculate this one. What is m1 beta? M1 is 1, x1 is -1, m2, what is m2 is 2. What is x2 beta? यहाँ पे देख लीजिए, x2 is 2 divided by m1 plus m2, 1 plus 2. So this is -1 plus 4 by 3. So this is how much students? This is 3 by 3. दोनों cancel हो गया. Answer 1 x cm, that is x coordinate we are getting as 1. Next let us go for the y coordinate. Y coordinate बेटा देखिए यहाँ पे how to calculate for the y coordinate. m1, what is m1? m1 is 1. Now let us go for y1. What is y1? y1 is 2 plus what is m2? m2 is 2. y2, what is y2? y2 is 3 divided by m1 plus m2, 1 plus 2. So ये क्या हो रहा बेटा? This is what is this? 2 plus this is 6 by 3. So it is how much? 8 by 3. 8 by 3 we are getting. You can divide and you can write the decimal also, but it depends on the option, how the options are given. So therefore, अब आप कैसा लिखेंगे देखिए, center of mass is equals to xcm comma ycm. This is a method of writing the answer, xcm comma ycm. What is xcm? Answer we got it as 1. Ycm we got the answer as 8 by 3. So therefore 1 comma 8 by 3 is the answer. Next question, students. When n number of particles, when n number of particles when n number of particles of masses m, 2m, 3m, so on till nm. When n number of particles of masses when n number of particles of masses m, 2m, 3m, so on till nm are at distances x1 is equals to 1, x2 is equals to 2, x3 is equal to 3, and so on, xn is equal to n. From the origin on the x-axis, from the origin on the x-axis, from the origin on the x-axis, then find the distance of the center of mass, then find the distance of the center of mass of the system from origin, then find the distance of the center of mass then find the distance of the center of mass of the system from the origin, now. So बेटे ये masses है, देखिए these are the masses m, 2m, 3m, so on till nm are the masses, and where we are keeping these masses along the x-axis at a distance 1, 2, 3 and so on, this many units till xn is equals to n पर हम particles रख दिए. So we have to calculate what is the position of the center of mass of the system from the origin itself. So therefore what I do, I take this simple xcm is equals to m1 x1 plus m2 x2 plus m3 x3 plus so on. कहां तक जाएंगे बेटा? यहाँ पे देखिए xn तक है, तो we write till mn xn तक जाएंगे. Last particle n particles are there, so therefore I am writing the formula till n. ठीक है. Now divided by the masses, you have to consider m1 plus m2 plus m3. How many number of particles are there? n number of particles है, तो इस वास्ते हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे mn. I hope it is clear. The formula what I have written, this already I have given. Just substitution is there beta. What is m1? This is m1, right? ये m1 है. This is m2. This is m3, and this is last one. ये है mth particle mn is mn is the mth particle and it is given as nm. Just substitute it. What is m1? Is m. x1 is what beta? 1. तो वही लिखना है हमारे को. m into 1 plus what is m2? m2 is 2m. 2m into what is x2 beta? x2 यहाँ पे देख लीजिए 2 है plus what is m3? m3 is 3m. x3 is what? What is x3? देखिए ये 3 है. plus so on, plus so on. Last particle, if you want to write the last one, you write, or you can omit also, because we know it is up to n particles. Okay. So third last one is what? This one, nm. What is xn beta? Last is n divided by what we are getting. देखिए m1 plus m2 plus m3. So m1 is what बेटा? यहाँ पे m है, m plus 2m, m2 is 2m, m3 is 3m. So therefore this is 3m plus so on till last is what? nm. Now beta, this is what I am doing here is m into 1 I am writing as it is, लेकिन ये 1 को क्या लिख रहा हूं? 1 can be written as 1 square. Pay attention, very important step. 1 I am writing it as 1 square. ये m as it is बेटा, ये 1 square, 1 square. 1 को 1 square लिख सकते हैं ना? 1 square is 1 only. Now pay attention. 2 into 2 बेटा, 2 into 2. Can I say there is a 2 square? Yes, we can say 2 square. So I am writing m into 2 square. Third one, what we are getting? 3 into 3, 3 square. That is m into 3 square लिखेंगे. We write m into 3 square and so on. कहां तक है बेटा? ये कहां तक है? देखिए n into n, n square m, n square m divided by, see, m, 2m, 3m, so on till nm. What we can take common from this? क्या common ले सकते हैं बेटा हम यहाँ से? m common ले सकते हैं. If I take m common from this, m, if I take common, pay attention, I am taking m common. m common लेते बेटा, यहाँ पे 1 बचेगा, यहाँ पे 2 will be left out, 3 and so on. So here it will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on till n. ठीक है. Now pay attention, very important step. I am taking m common from the numerator also. So m, if I take common, so this will be what? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus so on till n square divided by, ये m common already we have taken beta, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on till n. So this and this get cancelled. बेटा 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square progression में अभी just now I have given you the formula in progression. 1 square plus 2 square, sum of the squares of the natural number, that is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. That formula I'm writing directly here. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 divided by this is sum of the natural numbers बेटा, तो हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे n into n plus 1 by 2. The formula I have given you just now. So this n get cancelled, n plus 1 get cancelled. 2 1 times 2 3 times बेटा, देखिए 2 1s are 2 3s are 6. So what is the left out answer? Overall answer हमारे को आ गया है. What is this? 2n plus 1 by 3. Answer is 2n plus 1 by 3. Copy कर लीजिए. Okay, one doubt. how we are getting this squares, why we are getting writing the squares. देखो बेटा यहाँ पे 1 है, 1 स्क्वायर लिखा हूं मैं, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 square, 3 into 3, 3 square. Likewise we are writing. I hope it is clear. सिंपल है बेटा, आप थोड़ा सा मैथमेटिक्स को अपने इंप्रूव करिए, इंशाल्लाह यू विल गेट ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. So beta here I stop. So after completion you can leave the session. ठीक है, thank you, jazakallah.